Let's f***ing go.
All right, I'll say it, dude, because no one will. The Cardassians.
Sure.
They're pieces of shit, dude. They're pieces of shit. They're succubuses. They suck people's souls, and then they ruin people's careers. I'm just saying. I'm just said it.
But then they teamed up with them kind of a cool way in the episode, sort of, for like half a minute.
Wait, are you talking about the ladies in this episode?
All the Kardashians. All the Kardashians.
Wait, who are you referring to in the episode? That's a good way
when
to...
you say succubuses, are you referring to the women featured prominently?
No, I was talking about anything that rhymes with Kardashian or Cardassian.
Okay, all right. Fair enough.
Yeah,
fair
soul
enough.
suckers.
Fair
soul
enough.
suckers, dude.
Fair enough.
Now I'm just really confused. I have no clue what we're talking about anymore.
I'm just angry today, dude.
Yeah, I mean, it's one of those things where we're set off.
Yeah, dude.
We're set off because...
Yeah.
I love
We're
this.
snowflakes, dude. We get set off so easy, dude.
Dan, love it. I will never get tired of hearing Dan on the track.
Now, the issue with this theme is that Nate did such a good job already that I have already kind of replaced the actual theme of the TV show with this in my mind. And so I have already started off thinking about the show as though it were this much of a Western, even though it isn't actually.
Yeah, it's true. Like, even the TV executive who had pitched it as the rifleman, apparently Michael Piller and Rick Berman were kind of like, okay, cool, sure. And then, like, they took some of his ideas, but it's not entirely what the show's about. It's like
I will say
classic
that
taking notes from an executive.
yeah.
I can say that Odo at least feels like a goddamn sheriff.
Yeah, he's the sheriff.
Yeah, so
And-
I'll at least like cling on to that. I like Odo.
Yeah, I mean,
Klingon, I get it, dude. Pun intended.
and I do like that it's a lot of them, it's, you know, it's like they're all characters with pasts, you know, and
Yes.
that's how a lot of Westerns operate, where, you know, they all have a complicated past, and they come together and they have to deal with their problems in this one town where they all have to hang out.
Everyone's
Do
dark
stuff.
and mysterious.
Yeah, everyone's dark and mysterious, and
And
you know.
sexy.
yeah, and cutting their hair shorter now because Nana Visitor did not like her haircut in the first episode. So
Good look though.
yeah, I mean, she had a good point. She was like, why would someone like Kira do her hair every day?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
she would just
She's setting off pipe bombs.
Yeah.
There's no time to fucking do your hair.
Yeah, she don't have fucking time for that.
Man,
Yeah.
I feel like I feel differently about her from first episode to this episode.
Well, I mean, we did learn a lot about her this episode.
I don't know. There's like a shift where I'm just like when she, I don't know, she goes behind the commander's back and
Is
like,
it because she tattled him? Is that why? That
I can see
specific-
how that would like. Yeah, I can
like,
see how
I
that
was
would be
kinda
a
like,
big
that's not cool. Like,
thing,
what the
yeah.
it
fuck?
isn't cool. Yeah,
well,
that
see,
is-
it's funny because I saw it. I was more mad at management. If you know what I mean. I was like,
Really?
what the fuck is he? Like, if you receive a complaint,
Yeah.
the first thing you do is you fucking go and tell the person who's in charge of them. That's a bitch fucking move.
That is.
That's
I mean,
it
I
is.
agree
exactly what HR. It's a classic HR move.
too.
Dude.
Yeah. I mean,
yeah, it's
I don't agree with that either. I'm mad about that also. But then it kind of felt weird when she was going around. Like, she felt very like sneaky snake, snake in the grass.
yeah.
in
Well,
this
a big
episode,
part of it is that she does not trust them at all. So she's
Sure.
taking whatever avenue she can to.
Sure. But
Yeah.
then look where then it didn't work out for her either. So in this episode, so
Hey, you know what they say, dude? Bajor in the sheets, snake in the
Snake
weeds.
snake in the grass, snake in the weeds.
I mean, a core theme of this episode is Kira learning where her loyalties lie now.
Yeah.
So she has to
she
explore
learned
that.
a pretty fucking hard way.
Yeah, she's got to explore it.
She ended up looking dumb, in my
Yeah.
opinion.
This is exactly like when Christopher Moltisanti was trying to sell a script. Remember?
I
And
don't
then he
remember
realized
that.
where his priorities were.
I don't remember
That
this.
they were with Tony Soprano because Tony slapped him in the face.
The Sopranos. Yes,
Yeah.
yes,
Exactly like that.
Yeah,
this is
she's
a classic
just like
Christopher Moltisanti episode.
Yeah, this is the Sopranos.
Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah, but we should introduce ourselves.
Yep.
I'm Marvin,
I'm Ricardo.
I'm Dan.
I'm Sarah.
Oh, we did that perfectly. Wow. And
I
that's
know. Look at that, dude.
we're newbie Star Trek.
It's almost like we rehearsed it 3 times before we started.
It's almost like someone cut out the little pauses in between what we said.
yeah.
Even without the cutting out the pauses, that was pretty good. I'm not
I
gonna
don't think there was
lie.
any pauses.
Yeah, we did pretty good.
Yeah, sure there weren't. No one heard any.
Yeah, we
No
did pretty good.
one. It was,
And
it was-
tell me who did that song? That wonderful theme song.
Oh, La Desfida by Nate, our friend Nate Tang. He makes music for a living, and he does a really good job with this. And also, we should say we're newbie Star Trek. The point is, we're going through run-throughs of Star Trek shows. We started with TNG, now we're on Deep Space Nine.
Right. And if you're here exclusively for DS9, please note that we will be going back to TNG once we hit it in the air date sequence.
Yes,
Yeah.
we're going entirely by air date order in order to kind of emulate the viewing experience of people during the time.
it's
and-
like if we went back through time to watch
And
it.
as you'll see, the creators of both shows take that into account. So it's actually chronologically within the shows in air date order as well. So it's
Interesting.
all tied together that way. So it actually makes the most sense that we're doing it this way. I think it makes a lot of sense.
That's
And at this point, it's called Newbie Star Trek. And at this point, pretty much all of us are pretty much newbies. Like, I don't remember Deep Space Nine that well, and the rest have not watched Deep Space Nine
You were
at all.
high all the time, Marvin?
I
You were
mean,
a
this
kid?
this is the one I did not like seek out after
Oh.
catching on TV a few times. You know, like I suck out. What I
Ugh,
sought
okay,
out.
slow down, dude.
I sought out TNG. And I
Yeah.
wanted to watch it. And Voyager just showed on TV so many times after WWF SmackDown that I ended up
Mhm.
watching lots of Voyager anyway. But DS9 is the weird one that didn't syndicate well, so they didn't syndicate it often. And
Oh.
it was harder
You know,
to catch.
So I've been seeing a
Interesting.
couple of comments already that, like, you know, we've been posting things that announce, you know, DS9, we're kind of finally there, and people are kind of excited, which is very cool to see.
Very
by the way,
cool.
thank you to everyone who is excited about that.
Very
But I'm
cool.
already seeing comments like, "Oh man, I can't wait till I get to Voyager." I'm like, oh, geez.
yeah, it's so funny. We're getting so many comments on the trailer for releasing Deep Space Nine. People are like, "When are you guys doing Voyager?" I'm like, "God, calm down.
It took us 4 years.
It took us
to get
4
here.
years to get to DS9. All right,
and we're
So-
still keeping better pace than TNG did.
yeah,
Yeah.
we're trying our best."
We're doing it. We'll get there someday.
This week we watched Past Prologue, which
Terrible title.
Yeah, I was about to
Yeah.
say
It's as useless of a title as Cause and Effect.
No, the worst title in TNG, I think, is Ethics. Every fucking show is about ethics. What are you talking
No,
about?
I think the worst show, Measure of a Man.
Oh, God, you're
Worst title, dude. Worst title.
You're just being a little bitch about it.
Yeah, dude. You tell me how many men were measured, dude.
I mean, you don't know what happens off screen. You know,
None, dude. None,
You know,
dude. You know what?
Riker
They
was
should-
looking at those schematics of data. You know,
You want me to tell you what episode should have been titled Measure of a Man?
Mm.
The one with Captain O'Connor, dude. Because he's got
Oh.
a big old dick.
What was that one called? That was
Not
called
Measure of a Man, dude.
Marvelous O'Connor.
the
was
fat.
it?
Yeah, the something O'Connor, the outrageous O'Connor.
Yeah.
Oh, right. Yeah, that's right. It was a literary.
Yeah. And I was like, that's absolutely perfect for that.
I'm
guy.
outraged. I'll say this. Hey, if you're a new listener, thank you for listening. We welcome you. We might not be for everybody. I'll preface that. I say that once in a while, but I'm saying it more and more often. Look, not every podcast is for everybody.
Mm-hmm.
It's okay. It's okay. If you're easily offended, we're going to be dropping a lot of curse words and a lot of what would you say? What would you say is the word?
Slurs.
Slurs. Yeah. I'm trying to be like diplomatic about this, but look, we drop a lot of F-bombs, dude. So just calm down. Just take it easy, dude.
Also, I do want to preface, because this is something that people have had some friction on.
Oh.
Like, because we're newbies, a lot of our opinions are not going to be the same as
Yeah.
people who like super love the shows or whatever, you know? Like, there's going to be some. Here's the most famous example from our podcast. A lot of us here did not like Darmok. And you know what? That's going to happen.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
you know,
dude.
like, I'm sorry, because
I'm still pissed about Darmok, dude. Like that like it just. I was like, I think you set it up as like, dude, this one. Chef's kiss, dude. And then we watch it. And I'm like, this is fucking a shit episode, dude.
And when we were discussing it, I was
episode.
like, oh, but it's Darmok. I love Darmok.
For the record, I like Darmok.
Yeah, you just were
Just
like
not
that
that
enamored
much.
with it. Yeah,
I mean, I liked it. I just
I didn't like it.
I didn't really understand the fandom.
There's no need to redefend it. Look, we have our opinions. We need to
stop doing this every time we bring up any dissenting opinion that we have.
Look, here's the thing. Not only are we newbies, like watching this for the first time, specifically myself and Sarah.
Yep.
But also we're looking at it through the prism of like how many years since it aired.
Yeah,
so,
it's going to be a completely different perspective. Yeah.
So take that into account. For whatever.
It is interesting when some fans are like, well, I watched this as it was coming out, and it's so crazy how you guys are thinking about this so differently.
Yeah, of course.
Yep.
Well, that's how time works.
Yep.
You know?
Yeah,
I mean, that
true.
is like part of the actual appeal of this whole podcast, I would imagine, for
Hopefully.
many. It's that some people actually find it fun to see how we prefer.
Yeah. Also, sometimes I get names wrong in the beginning, and then I don't correct myself. So look,
I mean, it just sticks in your craw.
Yeah.
And
also,
he's going to be the quacker forever now.
I smoke maybe some large quantities of weed before I watch the episodes, so I can't retain all that much information. You know what I mean? Sometimes I take notes. I took one note for this week, and I'm glad I did, because I would have forgotten this. But look, I'm going to get names wrong. It's fine. Just go with it, guys. We're not for everybody. It's fine. It's okay. But if you're an old time listener, hey, Tim's, what's up, dude? Welcome back. Here we go.
Well,
buckle in.
If you're ready to buckle in, this week we watched
Strap up.
No seatbelts on the Enterprise, huh?
Not yet.
Not yet.
We're not even concerned
But
with the Enterprise right
a
now.
high chance of danger and falling.
I know, but Marvin, there's so many people just flying out of their seats when they get hit. Why not put seatbelts on?
It's just classic behavior.
or you know what? Here's an idea, dude. Futuristic idea. The suits are kind of like magnetized, so when like it feels an impact, it like holds on to you in your seat. It like magnetizes. You know what I mean? Like a belt, kind of.
There's all sorts of things they could do, but choose not to. You know.
All right.
So past Prologue first aired on January 9th of 1993. Dan, let's go around the sun, which lets us go back in time so we can see what history was like in that time.
Wow, so I think it's been, 6 days since the last premiere? So on the Billboard charts, Rex and Effect were making people want to zoom, and a poom poom with their hit Rump Shaker.
Ooh.
Oh.
That's a good jam.
Yeah, it's a pretty good one, but I think it was their last number one hit. On the 8th of January, the very first Leprechaun movie starring Warwick Davis released. This was long before he went to space and or the Hood.
The one with Jennifer Aniston?
Yes, it was with Jennifer Aniston.
Yeah.
Also before he went back to the Hood.
Yeah. It's a good movie. I stand by that it's a fun like little romp.
I just enjoy how they took that concept and took it just anywhere they were willing to stick Warwick Davis. You know, it's like shoot him into space. It's fine.
They should have recorded like the pitch meetings as a reality show. Like in hindsight, you know what I mean? Like
it could have been like that Gremlins 2 Key and Peele sketch.
Yeah, it would have been like Warwick, flying overseas to the U.S. to meet with the producers. And they're like, hey, what do you guys have for me now, dude?
Well,
Leprechaun
we don't
2?
want to stereotype, but
Leprechaun 3.
We've been making a lot of money since like just running Willow on WB every evening.
God.
He's like, look, this time the Leprechaun goes to space.
Oh yes, Leprechaun in space.
This time the Leprechaun acts black.
Back to the Hood.
Oh, Leprechaun in the Hood. Yep.
Hey, you know what?
Classic.
I really like that one we did in the Hood. Can we go back there?
Yeah.
It turns out the urban community really loves that movie.
Could you act
the urban
more
community?
urban?
Oh my God.
for this one? A little blacker, if possible. You know,
At least 15%.
Yeah.
dial up the blackness.
How far can we Rostify him? Moving on.
I mean, have you seen the way he talks in the movie? It's
I actually haven't.
Oh, yeah,
I need to look that up later.
That's why I'm saying it. It's not just the Leprechaun in the Hood. He starts emulating them. It's
I believe you. Okay, I need to go look. All right. Finally, my last bit. Michael Jordan reached his 20,000th point milestone in his 620th game against the Milwaukee Bucks. Well, not his 620th game against the Bucks specifically, but his 620th NBA game.
Yeah.
What a try-hard loser.
Oh, his coach made fun of him once, so he got so mad he decided to
prove
become the
it.
most legendary basketball player of all time.
I'll show all those kids.
And then he cried when he became an adult anyway.
And then he cried again.
And everyone made fun of him for crying. He'll have won all those NBA championships, but the only thing anyone will remember him for is him crying.
And Space Jam.
And Space Jam. But also...
Eventually, Space Jam will be completely replaced by Charles Barkley Slam Jams from the internet.
Yes, that's the thing. People will forget that it wasn't Michael Jordan. They'll just confabulate that it was Charles Barkley.
Remember the chaos dunk and everything that he did.
And his son Hoops, who was born in a basketball egg.
God, what a good game. Everyone go play Barkley Shut Up and Jam Gaiden.
There's some mild racism in there. Look past that, I guess, because there's a little bit of it in there.
Guys,
there probably always is.
Guys, I had to do it. I looked up the clip of Leprechaun in the Hood. He fucking raps in it, dude.
Oh yeah,
He raps, and I forgot about that. He raps in the fucking movie.
All right, I'll find it later.
When they go to when they put the Leprechaun in the hood,
he's got to rap.
They are not half-assing that hood.
No.
I mean, Ice-T's right there, is he not?
It's a full hood. Yeah. They go full hood, just like Japanese rappers emulating black culture. That Sarah and I were talking about randomly the other night.
Well, because Megan Thee Stallion had a feature of a Japanese rapper, and I went down a wormhole of Japanese rap.
Yeah, it was just funny because he's like, see, we live in the hood too. When I got caught doing graffiti, they made me paint it back.
Oh my God.
Damn.
It's the hood,
That's the hood.
Hood life.
That's the hood in Tokyo. Yep.
Yeah.
Damn.
Hey, don't judge. Don't judge.
I am judging.
In the streets.
All right. Let's do our sponsors real
Streets
quick.
of Saitama.
Really quickly. ExpressVPN. You guys probably know by now, if you spent any time on the internet looking at content, about all these VPNs that are offered and stuff. Well, I just want to start off by letting everybody know we were using ExpressVPN long before we had ever used it as a thing. And it's always served us really well. And ExpressVPN in general has always had a really excellent track record. Not only are they super fast, like their name suggests, but they have a long history of being super secure. Not only are they well audited, which means lots of third-party companies have made sure that they live up to their security claims. They've also been probed by governments. They've had subpoenas handed to them. Nothing has ever been found because they truly do not keep any activity logs, any connection logs. All of their users' information remains safe. And that is not to say that a VPN is something that completely covers everything in your internet security. It's one part of your overall security toolkit, but you know what? Might as well add it to your internet security toolkit. It helps out. And ExpressVPN comes with a bunch of other things too. It has keys, password manager, it's ad blocker. It lets you use it up to 8 devices at once. All sorts of neat things you can do with ExpressVPN. So if you would like to try out ExpressVPN, you can always go to expressvpn.com/newbie-Star-Trek. And when you sign up for 12 months, they'll give you 3 months for free, which makes that entire package 49% off, which is a really good deal. And if you're unsure, you can always just try it out. And they have a 30-day money-back guarantee. So you can just send it back if you don't like it within 30 days. So again, head on over to expressvpn.com/newbie-Star-Trek. And if you sign up for 12 months, they'll give you 3 months for free. You know what's crazy? I've been doing that ad read for so long now that I didn't even look at any notes. I just knew all of those points.
Wow, really?
I wasn't looking at anything. Isn't that crazy?
Good job.
I hate that. I hate that so much, actually.
Hey, don't let them hear you say that.
Yeah, fuck those VPNs.
But our other sponsor, Extra. And you know what? I don't have points for this because, if you know what Extra is nice, compact wallets. They're made out of many different materials.
Sends cards out.
Yeah, a little pop-out button. It's really cool. But what I want to say is Ricardo let me borrow the Grid duffel backpack, and I'm going to use that during our trip to Canada. And
it wasn't for me.
I'm going to try it out.
I didn't listen to you. I gave it back to you.
Yeah, he's being honest. He's being honest. He's like saying,
we'll see what Marvin thinks.
Here's the thing. So look, we love to do the full transparency thing. Yeah, dude. Are they your sponsor? Yeah, dude.
Oh, yeah,
they're giving us a little money. But here's the thing. It wasn't for me. It was a little too big for my taste. I like my carry-ons a little like smaller.
More manageable.
A little tighter.
Yeah, a little tighter. Yeah. And also like there's no way to carry a laptop in that. It fit my 13-inch brand new iPad perfectly, but not my laptop.
I think it's technically a compartment for it, but it's not as slick as with the grid backpack itself. There's like a specific pocket with a cushion bottom that like protects it and all that. So
and then also I was rocking the wallet. What's it called?
The Parliament wallet or
the aluminum one, the blue one.
Oh yeah, the aluminum wallet. Yeah, the aluminum wallet.
Yeah. It was really good. But spoiler alert, I changed.
You swap wallets constantly.
Yeah, I swap wallets like every 6 to 8 months, and I'm on alpaca. I'm rocking an alpaca wallet.
Alpaca? Is it have alpaca fur?
Yeah, 35 alpacas died in the making of this wallet. No.
Wow.
It's just called alpaca.
You should never buy a wallet from them.
No. Buy them from wherever you want, dude. Like seriously, like if you want a slim, sleek, futuristic Blade Runner type wallet, that's what I do miss about the wallet from Extra is that it was really slim in my
that's what I like. Yeah.
And you can't, it's not like you're not bulging out, if you know what I mean, you know?
Yeah.
People aren't like,
bulge.
Yeah. And one quick note I want to make.
Are tight, so I could see your wallet, you know?
One quick note I want to make.
So tight.
Yeah.
Is that there was someone who commented saying, "Oh, should I buy this wallet or should I I signed up for ExpressVPN but only the monthly. Do you guys get a commission for that? I just want to make sure you guys are getting your commission." It's do not worry about that.
Yeah.
Do not worry about. Oh, what they said was, I ended up buying Extra on Amazon because I like the shipping better. If you want to do that, please go ahead.
Yeah, go for it.
Yeah, we're not here to dictate how you don't shop based on us. We're just giving an offer. And if you want to take the offer,
we all have day jobs except for me. So our skin is not in the game.
I mean, and you want to take
to an extent.
You should be selling more wallets, Sarah. Come on, dude.
So you know what? So we don't have a financial incentive as deep as people think. Maybe I don't know. You do.
I mean, we're being transparent. We get commission.
Does it help pay the bills? Yeah, it does, dude.
Yeah, we're not lying about the fact that it's we get commission for sure.
Yeah,
but you guys do you. Don't do something just
maybe
because
I
you
should
think.
be a wallet saleswoman.
I do like the fact that because sometimes I listen to other podcasts and they're like, "Oh, fucking the Casper fucking mattress is the best." And I'm like, "Is it really, dude?" No. And that's what I do like about our sponsor reads is that we're like, "Look, this is full transparency. I moved wallets, but this wallet, the new wallet I'm rocking, really is bulgy. You can really tell I have a wallet in my pocket. If you know what I mean."
Well, you sometimes you like that though. You sometimes
I sometimes like that. It's pretty thick, dude.
Yeah, I got a lot. My wallet,
yeah.
So if you guys want to just check out what Extra has, just go to extra.com.
Yeah.
That's EKSTER.com. And just check out their catalog.
They do have really cool stuff. I like it personally. I really think it's cool. I like it.
And much like ExpressVPN, I was using Extra already before we got them as a sponsor for the podcast. So
coincidentally or not coincidentally.
Well, actually, I like them so much. I thought, hey, do you have sponsorships? Turns out they did. So I sought them out. But yeah, you can check out. We should
go out to Pornhub for sponsorship.
Well, they're banned in so many states now that I know,
dude. That's why you got to get ExpressVPN, dude.
Yeah, see, we can do the package deal, right? We can
the package ExpressVPN.com.
Well, they need to get on that. They need to collaborate.
No. We need that deal, dude. So we could give it to our.
You can only get it in Newbie Star Trek. That
we need to sell our aftermarket VPN.
For some reason, it's only packaged with this podcast.
Oh my god! That would
it's the Newbie Star Trek #2.
Yeah,
that would sell so well.
Yeah, but head on over.
You think seriously? Serious thing. You think they're You think they monitor what people look up on the Enterprise? Or is it it's fine, we trust people?
They probably have it all logged, but they're just
yeah.
choosing to whatever.
They burn the logs after a while?
There's so much transparency as to what people do in their private time in the future that everyone's like, we let he who is without sin cast a first stone.
Yeah.
The future is judgment free, I guess.
No one can cast stones here, you know?
Yeah.
But, you guys want to check out extra.com. If you see anything you like, and you check out, use our offer code Newbie, because that'll get you an additional discount off of any sale that's already ongoing site-wide. So I say an additional discount because that can sometimes go all the way up to like 60%, 70%,
69.
depending,
69 sometimes.
And, depending on how much I think it's free shipping on any order above $50, which is basically a single wallet. You get free shipping, free returns within 100 days of receiving your order, a 12-month warranty at least on all products. And I think they're still doing this. You get a free gift with any order above $90.
What kind of gift, dude?
I think right now it's still the what's it called? The tool card. The little card that has like a multi-tool thing. Then it's got like a SIM card remover, ruler. It's a screwdriver. There's all this things at once. So
in case you need to measure a man.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Impromptu measuring.
Got you.
Get the card out. So again, you can head on over to exter.com and use our offer code Newbie for an additional discount on any order site.
Actually, that would be useful to have. If
you start measuring men?
Yeah.
People who are like really puffing their chests and they're like,
you're like, you know what? I don't believe you.
Yeah,
I got my measurement tool card here.
Yeah, show me to us by Extra.
Let's see how everyone shapes up.
How does Denise Crosby measure up?
Ricardo, could you please tell us what happened in this episode?
D-Nice Crosby.
Oh, the nice.
I'm going to mention this before I forget.
Yeah.
I do like this show a lot. I will say that. Like,
all right.
And not even shitting on the last on TNG. It's just that like I like that it's so different. You know what I mean? It's so
so different. I'm still in an adjustment period.
Still
like my brain hasn't made the shift yet.
I made the shift already, and I'm afraid that when I watch TNG again, it's gonna be like kind of like
Whiplash.
Corporate. You know what I mean? Like
it's gonna be too stiff.
Yeah,
it's funny. That's how someone described the experience, because someone said they were watching at the time the way we were watching it in order as they came out, and whenever they went back to TNG, they would be like, it feels like going back to like an office. Like a work office.
Yeah, right. Whoever that is, give him credit. Tim, one of the Tims.
Yeah, it's like working at a clean corporate office.
Get sponsored by Timberland, like boots.
Ooh.
I mean, I felt like
Tim
in this
Hortons. Oh,
Tim Hortons. They're not around here, dude.
No, they don't have Tim Hortons here. Only in Canada. No, and up north too. Up north, yeah,
and New York, yeah.
They're all around us.
It's like in this episode, there was just so much. Like I felt like I was watching Uncut Gems, where there was just so much yelling and just
really
not nearly as much as Uncut Gems.
Oh yeah,
Uncut Gems.
Yeah.
But this is just compared to TNG. There's just so much yelling. People are like in your face.
Compared
screaming.
to TNG, yeah.
I love that there's there's too many yes men in fucking TNG. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Sure, let's do that. And here they're like, no, fuck that. That doesn't make any sense, dude. Let's do this. And I like people being questioned. Here's the thing that I took note of. I was really high when I was watching this episode last night.
Mm-hmm. That's what you took note of?
Yeah.
Yeah, I took note of that. But I noticed there's background noise when they're like in public. When they were, because at one point they go to near the Quackers bar, and you hear people in the background. But what's so cool is that it's not you hear like gibberish, and it's not like it's like not a specific language. It's just like
that would make sense because it's a diverse group of aliens.
Yeah,
they're all
exactly. So in fact, I put it up. I was like, oh, I hear in the background. I was wearing the AirPods, the best.
That's interesting.
Type of pods.
I never really
AirPods
noticed.
Pro 2, and I cranked them up, dude. And I'm like, oh my God, it's very, very light, but it's like, it's not English like you would hear in any other show. It's a very like, it's almost like gibberish and like, and you hear it there. And then even when they're not in public, there's not like dead white noise. There's always like noise of a machine. It's always, there's something going.
It must be a sound design thing.
It feels lived in.
Well, that's the thing. So in TNG, they always have some engine hum noise. Actually,
there's an Enterprise droning hum that is like in everything,
and that's twofold. One, it's the world building of that they're on a ship, but then the other is that it's it's basically their artificial room tone that helps cover all the cuts in the audio.
Mhm.
So the Enterprise, so in TNG, they just have that blanket throughout the show. DS9, it is a larger variety because they're just a larger variety of locations. So I think it is because when you are in 10 forward, you do, even with people around, you rarely hear a lot of Walla. Like with Walla being
Do they
like,
have sound design? I mean, don't you think the sound design is different? I wonder if the sound designer is different on this show than TNG.
oh, I'm sure it is.
I guess it just seems like maybe the sound design in this DS9 is very deliberately different. A different
I'm sure
shift.
I'm sure.
I'm not even sure it's the same people. Of course not. I think it's a totally different team. I don't think it's
Well, it's the
same
same
team.
DP, right? No, it's still the same Marvin guy, right?
Is it? Is it still Marvin?
I saw his name in the credits. Yeah, Marvin Rush.
He may have moved on to Deep Space Nine. So yeah, but
so that's what made me think like, okay,
but-
maybe some of the crew is still the same.
No,
But I think at the very least they're allowed. So what I gather from TNG, especially by the time you reach like season 4 or 5, like they have their workflow down. So like the way they shoot is very regulated. It's very much this way. It's very much this way. And certain episodes, like you brought up Cause and Effect. In Cause and Effect, they play around with it on purpose because, you know, that's kind of the point of the episode. But that's only because they set such a standard that it all kind of looks the same. And then when you have Deep Space Nine, they're kind of like, oh, we get to like kind of play around again. We get to like create a new standard for the show. So, you know, I'm sure when a lot of the crew moved from TNG to Deep Space Nine, like they were like, oh, new sets, like new things to play around with, new actors. It was probably very exciting, you know, to get involved that way. So,
all right. So the episode starts off, and the doctor, I'm gonna call him Gaius Baltar. He's got a lot of Gaius Baltar fucking energy.
He really
dude.
does. Like it's so hard for me to not think of him every time I look at his face.
well, I mean, that's fine.
It's down to like the mannerisms. I'm like, God damn it, it's Gaius. So
I mean,
Dr.
aren't they
Baltar,
connected in terms of writing? Like,
well, Ronald D. Moore.
yeah, I think Ronald D. Moore was tangentially involved in Deep Space Nine. I don't think
he was involved with this stuff like
deeply. Yeah. But I think there's some connective tissue there. Maybe that's why Gaius Baltar has such a resemblance. So I don't know.
Maybe. I don't know.
Well, anyway, so he's having a drink. This guy wants to fuck. It feels like the doctor.
He's crushing on him.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, he.
Oh no, just
What
in general.
are we up the right tree here?
No, I'm just what I'm saying is that like he's in the bar. Like at the first episode, he's trying to hook up with his crew member.
Yeah, with
This episode, he's at a
With
bar.
the worm lady.
Yeah, he's kind of trying to hook up. You know, he's single and ready to mingle.
He's young. He's mingling. You know, he's trying to have a social life.
And then one of the Cardassians shows up, and he is he's like the Gucci of the mall. You know what I mean? He's like H&M guy. And he does a lot of fashion stuff, and he's like, hey, do you want a drink?
He's Garrick, a humble clothier.
Yeah.
Yeah, he owns the Forever 21.
Now, is it me or are they all called Garrick or Gareth, or like they all sound the same?
Well, okay, there's a Cardassian rank called Gull or Gull. That precedes
Bagul?
many of their names.
Yeah,
so there's like
Bagul,
Gull the Cat, there's Gull Madred, there's Gull, this and that.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of Cardassians that begin with Gull.
Yeah, but they have a variety of. I think it's a simple matter of the fact that made up space names tend to be a little difficult to remember without a lot of repetition. Like the Gull that shows up in this episode is Dinar. I don't know if I would remember that.
What's a
I
goal?
don't remember.
What's a goal?
Gull is like their commander ranking, essentially.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's
So this dude is like really chatting it up, dude. He's a real chatty Gull. And he's like, oh, like we should be friends, blah, blah, blah. And then he does fucking really weird thing, dude. He starts massaging guys' fucking shoulders, dude. And he's like, we should be friends. We should hang out. We should be buddies.
Mm-hmm.
And then immediately the doctor goes to the crew and he's like, guys, I think this guy wants to pump me for information, if you know what I mean. And he's like, put a wire on me. Put a wire. He tells Miles O'Brien, like, hey,
he's so
put
excited.
A fucking wire on me.
Yeah.
He's excited about this.
Yeah.
He's like,
this is why he came to DS9.
Yeah.
He wanted to be part of the action.
Yeah.
The action came to him. And now he wants to get involved.
Meanwhile, Miles is like, get the fuck away from me.
I love
kid.
Miles' performance in that scene. Miles is like, God, this fucking little puppy who has no idea.
Yeah, he's like, you never dealt with Venom, dude. I had to deal with Venom in space, dude. and then Eminem showed up and sang the song Venom.
Yeah.
But anyway, there's a Bajoran ship and it's being shot by the Cardassians. Fucking bam, bam, bam. And then they're like, hey, calm the fuck down, guys. And then it turns out that what's this fool's name?
What?
What's the guy, the Bajoran, the terrorist?
Oh, yeah. See, another space name that's hard to remember.
Tulas? No.
Tulip. Let's call him Tulip.
Like Tonal or something.
Taurus?
Oh my god,
Tanas?
dude. You guys are
Tanalos. Yeah. See, again, like these space names, like because they're just made up. It's hard to remember them sometimes. I'm like that guy.
Tan. His name's Tan. No, I can't remember.
Yeah,
dude.
He's Tan France.
So Tan is like, hey, it's me, dude. And
remember me?
And then it turns out that the lady, what's her name? The lady Bajoran?
Kira. That Kira? See the main character names you remember because they tend to be a little more normal.
I didn't remember till now. I had asked. So Kira is like, oh shit, I know this fucker, dude. And so they give him safe passage parlay. And he shows up and he's like out of breath for some reason. It's like he's been running in space.
Yeah.
Like his ship runs on a treadmill.
Yeah.
It's a Yabba Dabba Doo spaceship.
little fucking legs. Because he comes out of the ship and he's out of breath and he's got a lot of bling on his ear, dude.
You know what I always think is weird? It's like they always manage to transport them out just before it explodes and no one says anything. No one thinks it's impressive.
Yeah. No one goes, oh, just in time.
So just go, get him out of there. All right.
No one ever goes, oh my God, is this the afterlife? Because I died. No one.
Or what if it turns out the act of transporting during distress explodes ships? And that's why.
Oh, that's interesting. But so he gets transported and he knows fucking Kira. He's like, Kira, what's up, baby?
Yeah.
And then it's like dun dun dun.
It looked like they were about to kiss or something.
Yeah. And the Cardassian, he comes up and he's like, hey, you fuckers give us that dude, Tanny.
Yeah.
We want him. He's a terrorist. He's a piece of shit.
He invented the fucking French tuck, which looks terrible. You gotta get rid of this guy.
Yeah. And Sisko's like, nah, not on my watch, my man. And they're like, oh, well, we'll see, and I hope not all these episodes are all fucking these two going at it.
Well, that was the point of this episode. The point of this episode was so.
And so the whole time, Kira's so fucking excited, dude. She's giddy, dude.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And she's like, Tanny, he's my buddy.
This is a big opportunity. We got a big opportunity to do something cool here.
Yeah.
Seems like there was a little bit of maybe like a past life romance or crush or something. I don't know. She just seemed really eager to please this guy.
I think in the original version of the story that was part of it, but then it was shot down because it was deemed too cliche.
That is pretty cliche.
It's pretty cliche,
yeah. That's true.
So this guy is like, hey, Kira's like, oh, he's like a freedom fighter, blah blah blah. This guy, we gotta give him asylum, DACA, stuff like that, and fucking Sisko's like, nah. We gotta like assess this situation.
Yeah.
And so she's like, she doesn't even wait to see what he says. She like totally goes to HR. Goes to HR and is like, let me tell you what Sisko's up to. He won't listen to me. This guy could be an ally, blah, blah. She starts talking him up. Mm-hmm. And it doesn't seem like she's busy. Though later on, she's like, oh, you're
she
fucking
interrupted
employee.
a staff meeting.
Yeah. And it's like, it doesn't even look like you're in a fucking meeting right here.
That is really funny that she snitches to the Admiral and then the Admiral immediately snitches to Sisko.
Which is such an HR thing to do.
It is. That meeting pissed me off. I was like,
I do like Sisko's response when she says, you have a problem. And Sisko says, yes.
That's it. Yeah. He's still got the little bit of a weird performance thing going on. Yeah.
So anyway, the dude wakes up and he's like, oh, this guy's got arrest, blah blah. And then Sisko tells Miles O'Brien like, oh, these Cardassians are gonna roll up. Just fucking give them the long and heavy, like
make their
every bolt on that shit.
A lot of docking, a lot of long docking. Yeah.
So he basically says like, hey, I'm here. It took me forever to get through security and docking. And he's like
the LAX fucking security.
Oh, yeah. And then Sisko's about to apologize for not like returning the refugee in, or like this guy, the freedom fighter. And he's like, oh, are you apologizing for holding me up? And he's like, no. I'm apologizing for not turning this guy over to you.
Yeah.
I can't.
And he says, I accept your apology, but not your reasoning.
Yeah.
Not your explanation.
Yeah, not your explanation. Yeah,
I do like that line.
Yeah.
I do like that line too.
Yeah.
And I love how Sisko also said, well, like, he's like, well, it took so long because your people left this place like a fucking
jacked
dump.
up.
In the last episode, you fucked up the
Yeah.
Again,
I love that.
This is one of the cool parts of DS9. They directly talk about what just happened last
also,
episode.
there's a lot of talk.
Yeah.
There's a lot of talking
Cool.
back, and in like TNG, they'd be like, "Oh, very diplomatic."
Yeah.
Well, that's
But
the
here
thing.
it's like, "Fuck you, dude. You fucked up, dude."
He is being diplomatic. See, he can put on the diplomacy hat, but he has the undercurrent of "go fuck yourself" at the same time. So it's like,
I love it.
It's
I
great.
mean,
Get
but
some
is he
zingers
wrong? Is he
No,
wrong?
he's
Like, I'd be
right.
like, you did fuck up this ship. Maybe that's not the reason it took so long, but you did do that. So I don't know. This station, I guess.
Yeah.
And then these two fucking Worfians show up. What are the race called?
The Duras sisters, they're Klingons.
Yeah, they're back.
What's the race? What's their Worf race?
Klingons.
Klingons. said it.
Yeah. So these two lady
I like
Klingons,
Orpheans.
Worfians.
because these two ladies we've seen before. They
Oh,
they
yes,
remember they
of
tried to,
course.
they had a proxy, right? Like
The little
their
boy who
the
they
little
thought
boy.
would, they were like, it's Duras' son
yeah,
for sure.
And these ladies are the Worfian cleavage ladies.
Yes.
Oh my god!
They tried to seduce.
They have nice. Yeah,
They
I
tried
love
to
it.
seduce. I think it was
Yeah.
Worf, and Worf was like, I don't care.
Yeah, I don't care how big your breasts are. And so he goes the constable. I gotta remember his name. Old fucking T-1000. He goes and he kind of like is like, hey, you guys come in, but you guys gotta give me your weapons because. And they're like, we can't take off these breasts.
Oh my god!
They're like,
we are the weapons.
They give their weapons away, and then they go to a bar, hang out. And then
I just
the
want
constable, he
one
goes to
quick
Sisko.
point.
Go ahead, sorry.
I always think the Klingon disruptor looks so much like a shitty toy. Like it doesn't look good. Like like it looks like a plastic like toy you would just buy at like a 99-cent store or something. It doesn't look.
I mean, on the other hand, it does at least look a little more gun-like. I've never loved the TNG phaser form factor.
Well, because
No.
phasers aren't technically weapons. Phasers are tools that do multiple things, and it could also
Are you saying that they're like multi-tools?
Yeah, they're essentially multi-tools. Yeah, a phaser.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
Phasers are EDC.
Yeah, it's why they are like it's like carrying a pocket knife. That's essentially
between
what.
a tricorder and a phaser, you're supposed to be good.
It's like having your smartphone and your knife. That's
Is it kind of like an electric screwdriver? No. Wait.
It's not as good as an electric screwdriver. Can literally do anything.
No.
But-
Not the electric. What's it called?
Doctor Who?
Yeah.
That's an electric screwdriver. Yeah. Oh, sonic
Sonic
screwdriver.
screwdriver.
Sonic screwdriver.
Yeah. It's not quite as good as a sonic screwdriver because a sonic screwdriver can do almost anything.
Well, okay.
But a phaser, it's
Could
designed
it
to
hand out orgasms?
in that one short I made. Yeah, it did.
Okay.
Yeah.
So he goes to tell Sisko, the constable. He's like, "Hey, these ladies are sketchy as shit, dude. You know?
Mhm.
Yeah, and he's like, "Why don't we just arrest them right away?"
Yeah, we just
Lock 'em
put them
up.
in the cling." Yeah.
Yeah.
And he's
Well,
like,
he
nah.
says that they're wanted from. They reference
Well,
old
they ran.
TNG
They ran.
stuff.
They ran from the Worfians. They ran
Yeah.
from. They're
Yeah.
wanted by
The
that by the
Klingons
planet.
can. I mean, he has
But
his
what I
logic is
thought-
sound. Yeah.
What I thought was interesting is that even though they are wanted by the Klingons, and the Klingons are allies for
The Federation.
the Federation, here on this station, I even mentioned it when I was watching it with Marvin, it was like, they were like, it's not enough cause for us to like arrest them, even though the Federation is here. He just was like, even though they're technically like wanted criminals, it kind of feels like this station operates under like a different kind of law. Like he
Yeah.
wasn't gonna arrest them for that.
Yeah, even how my take
Even
on
though
it
they're
is,
yeah.
my take is like they're so far away from like, yeah, it's an outpost and the Federation's there. There's a presence there,
Mhm.
Right.
but they're not the end all. I think. Yeah, I mean, like
Yeah.
they're so far. They're on the outskirts of like the known
It's
galaxy.
a frontier
that, like,
town. Yeah.
yeah, that it's more like the rules are kind of like a little more
Yeah.
They're not as concrete. Yeah.
yeah, not as concrete. It's more the spirit. It's the spirit of the law more than the law itself, you know?
Yeah.
Which I love a lot.
Another factor might be that the Federation simply does not want to meddle in internal Klingon affairs by
That's
also,
fair.
doing
also,
anything against these ladies.
I know also like you lock them up and then you call the Klingons and then you got more Klingons showing up. Too many Klingons to deal with. You know what I mean?
I do love Odo's take on it though, because you can tell, because there's a bit of a question that started at the beginning. Odo was the constable even when the Cardassians were in charge.
Yeah.
So that's interesting.
I noticed this too and thought it was really cool how he was starting to reminisce about like, man, it was simpler when we had Cardassians in power because I could just kind of do whatever the fuck I wanted to.
It made more sense, For him, it made more sense. He's like, why don't we just lock them up?
Yeah, it kind of like gives insight into his perspective as a peacekeeper on that station. Even though Cardassians were in power, he still enjoyed like, slow days and pretty
really
stability.
So was his past life on this ship kind of more easygoing than it is now under Cardassian rule?
No, the Cardassians were dicks, but it was more like
I think he understood what had to be done much more easily.
Exactly.
It was less overtly political. It was more like, no, just put him in jail right away. Whereas now it's like, well, we don't really know if we should put him in jail.
Got it.
Odo, like, take it with a lighter touch. Don't just beat the shit out of him right away. He's like, blink if I should kill them. Yeah.
He's like, no, don't.
Because I am sure Odo has killed quite a few people.
Yeah, dude.
And it because it's now a Bajoran Federation starship or star.
Well, that's interesting. I do like that aspect of character building. For sure.
Yeah. He is adapting to the new
management.
Yeah, new management. And he doesn't fully agree.
Yeah.
He thinks they're being too nice to them.
And then the guy's Baltar goes to the bar and he meets up with one of the Kardashian, the fashion Kardashian.
Yeah.
I like this guy.
That's good. That's good. I like that. The fashion Kardashian. I like that.
And so he's like, oh, you like scoping out the newest, digs. And he's like, oh, Klingons have like weird style, dude. And like he immediately like points his eye to the Klingons there,
Mm-hmm.
Like I don't know what this leads to. I don't know what this fashion Kardashian ends up being, but like he's kind of an ally. You know what I mean? Like meaning like I'm gonna need some information maybe, and then you need some information. It's like it's like tit for tat.
If you're wondering kind of an ally, jumping ahead a little bit in the episode, he is overtly is an ally.
Yeah. I mean more like we don't know if he's a spy for the other Kardashians. You know what I mean?
So, and that's like a question at first.
Yes. And it's still a question for me. Like what is this gonna cost me later? Do you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Right.
That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah, is he like, because he does say, even in the interaction with the Klingons, hey, I am just doing what I always am outwardly. I'm a merchant. Yeah. I'm trying to find the best deal. You know? So and so these ladies, they meet up, the Worfian ladies meet up with old Tan, and they're like, hey, the deal, is it still fucking happening? We want our fucking gold, you piece of shit. Like, give us the money, Lebowski. And he's like, oh, don't worry, it's coming soon, don't worry. It's coming tomorrow. And he's like, it's really dangerous, don't worry. It just takes a while. And they're like, we don't give a fuck. Just give us our money. And so old Tan fucking like cons Kira and is like, oh yeah, I'm gonna turn. I'm not gonna be a terrorist anymore. I have more refugees that are coming, and they're gonna turn themselves in, and like we want the parlay. You know what I mean?
And their group is called the Kanma.
Yeah, I was about to ask.
Kanma. Oh my god, dude.
I don't know.
Yeah, what were they called again?
Kanma is the name of the cell.
Kanma. Yeah, this is Kanma. Yeah, again, another name that sort of just leaks out of my brain. Like,
Oh, and then I forgot. And then what's so cool is when the Worfian ladies are talking to Tan, you see a rat, and I'm like, oh, that's weird. You don't really see rats on fucking ships.
Is this like a game we can play with the show where it's like, guess what's Odo?
Yeah.
Oh boy,
I hope so.
I want that to become like the new game every episode.
Oh boy,
where's Odo? What did he turn into this time?
Was a dead giveaway because I was like, there's no fucking rats in space.
Well, I just thought like,
hell?
well, because I was really
there'll be
high.
rats, Eddie. When we finally start colonizing space, I guarantee you there will be baby rats.
What do you think we're gonna eat, dude? So anyway, so we see the rat, and it turns out it's the C-1000, and he spied on him, and he goes and tells Sisko, like, "Hey."
It also reveals one
down.
thing about his power is that
Yeah.
he can turn tiny.
Yeah,
Like,
if you know what I mean.
I mean, that was kind of already proven with the bag. You can.
Well, the
turn
bag
it
you
to
could have
whatever.
kind
I
of
mean,
been like,
what can he not turn into is my question. Does
It's
he have
funny because he
plummets?
says human noses are hard, but he turns into a perfect rat. You know,
Yeah, what's up with that? He's just really good with conical
rats
noses.
are easy, bags are easy.
Bags, literally anything else
but
but a human
noses,
nose,
you know.
So
Yeah.
the Wharfians go to the fashion Cardassian, and they're like, "Hey, we got a deal for you. Want to buy this thing?" And
So it is another double cross. It's a double
Yeah.
cross within the double cross.
So much double crossing.
Everyone's double crossing. Kira's double crossing Sisko. Fucking.
Yeah. So they're gonna buy something like the palladium or unobtainium, some sort of bullshit, dude. And so he's like, "All right, well, let's come back and make the deal." At, gives them a specific time. That should have been a dead giveaway that it was a trap. And then Tan goes really hard on fucking Kira and is like, "You're a bitch. You're like a traitor. You're now like the lapdog
No,
of the
you're
Federation."
soft. You're Federation soft.
And he's like, "I thought you were
Yeah,
cool.
you coward. You don't even smoke crack.
Yeah, yeah. I bet you don't even know how to make pipe bombs anymore.
You know how to roll. You don't even know how to roll a
Yeah.
blunt anymore. Look at you.
You smoke out of a vape.
Yeah. You fucking fill one of those balloons up and smoke out of that shit.
Yeah. Like a chump.
Yeah.
I remember you when I used to roll a joint with one hand.
Yeah. Now look at you.
Look at you, dude. You're a punk ass bitch. And basically, he kind of like, it sucks because he's just using her. He's just doing all this. So
Yeah.
she agrees to bring in the other refugees and convince her that he's changed and he's a new guy and like. Should have
And
known,
to
dude.
use some kind of shuttle ship thing.
Yeah, they're like, "Hey, I need to borrow a shuttle ship to like make this deal, and it's gonna bring peace and stuff." And then when you find out, he wants to create more violence, dude. This
Mhm.
guy's a piece of
Yeah,
shit,
he wants
dude.
to make a bomb
Yeah.
using an inanimate carbon rod.
Yeah,
And the thing is, by this point, somehow Sisko has learned that those they are terrorists and they're still being terrorists and they're planning some sort of thing. But he chooses not to tell Kira yet.
Yes.
Kira, he decides to see how Kira will act because this is also shortly after, because Kira has finally at this point also secured amnesty for all of the Konma. And
Right.
Kira goes up to him and goes, I got to admit, Sisko, we couldn't have done this
Yeah.
without your support. And
Yeah.
then he goes, well, think about that next time you decide to go behind my back and talk about me.
Go
Yeah.
above my head again, and
Yeah.
I'll have yours on a platter.
Yeah, a lot of good
Which
lines.
is not something, if you think about it, you would never hear that in TNG.
Oh,
like,
no.
Picard would never say something like that to another
yeah, because he's a
crew
bitch
member.
ass fool, dude.
That's crazy, Which
Yeah.
is
You know what?
why this feels so different, and I'm still adjusting, but it's crazy.
I've said it once and I'll say it again. Picard should have been court-martialed so many times
Yeah.
for just being
Yeah.
like a rollover, a pushover. But anyway, so
You're gonna hate TNG so much when we get back.
I know, dude. I know.
Look at these
Lame.
softies.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Look at this. Oh, fucking saluting like fucking
I mean,
idiots.
you're already shitting on Picard every chance you got before we got here.
Also, like, talk about an efficient fucking doctor, dude. You know what I mean? Like, just not like
That's the
just,
other
just
thing.
doing his job.
Again, Bashir, when it comes to medicine, immediately knows what he's doing. He stabilizes right away. He's very protective of his patient. He goes, no, you need sleep. Go, guys, gotta go.
Yeah.
Like, they keep demonstrating that, he is a little bit of a green rookie who is a little too excited about certain things, and he gets nervous about this whole espionage thing. But when it comes to being a doctor, he's still really good at it. He knows what he's
he
doing.
knows what's up. He knows his shit, dude.
Yeah.
So the fashion Kardashian goes to the doctor and says, "Hey," and then the doctor starts fucking joking around.
Yeah.
But the fashion Kardashian's like, "Hey, there's a time to fuck around, and then there's a time for fucking concern, dude."
I'm not fucking around right now.
Yeah,
This is
I'm not
real.
fucking around right now. And he's like, okay. And he's
Can
like,
you be serious for 1 second?
and then he's like, but anyway, you should really take advantage of my shop, dude. And he's like, okay. He's like, around 20 something hours.
10:55 would be a really good time to come and get a new suit.
Yeah,
In
to
my
just
shop.
scope it out, try some things on, And he's like, I don't think I need. You should definitely come at that hour.
He's a little dumb on this point. The doctor is like, why would I need a new suit? That's crazy. It's like,
he
come on,
wasn't getting the memo.
We get it.
He's
Like,
trying to tell you to
he's
be
a-
there for a certain reason.
Yeah.
You needed a dream with the backwards talking and the flaming cards.
He even needed to go talk to Sisko about it, and Sisko will be like, that means he's gonna do a thing
Yeah. Sisko's like, do you not follow? Are you dumb?
I love how
Yeah.
uninterested Sisko is when he's telling him about it too. It's like, oh yeah, maybe you should do that. Told you.
It sounds like you need a new suit. Go get it.
Might be pretty informative. I don't know.
Yeah. There's a lot going on in the space station. I don't have time for your weird shenanigans.
Yeah. And so he goes to tell Sisko and he's like, hey, this guy wants me to be there to try and close. And he's like, yeah, fucking go, dude. You should go. Don't wear a wire though. And so then Kira goes to the Corvo, the T-1000. What's his name?
Odo. Yeah.
So he goes to Odo and he goes,
Great scene. Great scene.
yeah,
I love
it. They talk about like pretense and all that bullshit like that she's trying to put up, you know?
Yeah.
And finally they start talking and they're like, hey, basically it's about loyalty. Like who clearly they're conning her, right? They're using her.
Yeah.
She's starting to figure out. And she starts figuring out that maybe what this Tanny guy is doing is not what's best for the Bajoran.
And
The
she's also
Bajoran. Uh-huh.
and she's also working through her feelings. She's like
Yeah.
going through the different paths, and she goes, even if I didn't do anything, I would feel so guilty.
Yeah,
Like I
yeah.
need to like he's helping her work through.
Right. She says, either way, I'll betray someone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the best part at the end is when Odo
Yeah.
calls Sisko for her. Like
Yeah.
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 That's a baller move.
He didn't really even give her a chance to make a choice.
Yeah, I
He was
think he's like,
"Fuck
I'm gonna
this."
just cut to the chase.
No,
Yeah.
I think also you forget that they know each other. Yeah, I mean they worked together
Yes.
before this.
No.
So-
Actually, they also have just met.
Oh, really? Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
None of these people have really worked together.
That's right.
Akira worked with Odo slightly longer than Sisko,
Yeah,
but
yeah,
it
yeah.
just happened.
You're right. You're
Like,
right.
yeah.
But even hearing the conversation, you know which way she's leaning. Like,
Yeah, I think it's basically that I already know your decision.
Yeah. Let me
I'm
call
just
him.
gonna make the
Yeah.
little push for you because
She never said, oh no, nothing. It was like
Yeah.
nothing.
yeah.
I think the actual action of her going into her office, you can see that she's conflicted too, because he's
Yeah,
just
yeah.
like, why are you here? Like, what do you
Yeah.
want? Like, why are you talking
And Odo
to
is
me?
almost annoyed. Odo's like, I told you I was
Yeah.
gonna do it. It'll
Well-
get done.
Well,
Like-
the thing is
Yeah.
that like by her being there talking to Odo, she already had made the choice.
Yes,
I
yes,
agree.
absolutely.
I agree.
Yeah.
So anyway,
And
so
he even says it. He's like, it seems like you're trying to convince yourself out of something. Like,
yeah.
you know,
And then
like,
Yes, I love this dialogue scene. It's so good. It's so good.
Yeah.
It's a great
then
scene. It's a great
the
scene.
doctor goes to the fashion
Yeah.
Cardassian,
Yeah.
and he's like, "Here, try this. Try all these clothes in there." And
You're like-
he's really doing it. He's really like trying to.
Yeah,
he's
yeah,
like,
he's-
he
it's
puts it
like-
over him. He's like, maybe I guess
he's so dense right now,
Yeah,
Dr.
yeah.
Bashir. Like,
Yeah.
So they're trying to make a deal with him, and he's like hurry up because we have another thing going on with in the station. And he's like, well, let me know what it is, because like what if it interferes with like my shady shit? You know what I mean? Like we should shady shit together so we don't step on each other's toes, basically.
Mhm.
And so they say, oh, we're gonna meet with fucking Tanny and we're gonna sell him some shit, and he's got some gold coming and bullshit. And then they leave, and then the fashion Kardashian goes, and he basically goes, see these Cleve ladies are up to no good, dude.
Cleve ladies?
Yeah,
And here's the thing, too. He explains everything.
yeah.
He knows exactly what's going on.
Yeah.
He's like,
Yeah.
they're making a bomb.
Yep.
How does he know
Yeah.
that? Right?
It is very interesting to me how, like, at least in terms of this episode, Garak is being used very conveniently as a way, well, and Dr. Bashir also, they're being used as a way to tell us, the audience, what everyone else knows.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
correct, like, you know, with good reason.
But it's also that Garak somehow knows the details of how this antimatter bomb works. And he's able to explain it to Bashir and go, this is
Yeah.
why this is bad.
Right.
Like, it's interesting that
And so he goes to to Sisko and the rest of the crew, and he's like, "Hey, this Tanny guy's up to no good. He's a piece of shit, dude." And Kira's there, and she basically like is like, "Oh yeah." So the plan is afoot, dude.
Mhm,
She's got to pretend she's there. She's gonna help them
mhm.
show up and be like have political asylum. And then I like this thing where she's like, "Oh, I got to be in the ship when this thing happens." Well, she's listing all these things, and he's like, "Agree," and he's like, "And then I have to be in the ship," and he's like, "Not agree."
Yeah,
Not
yeah,
agree.
yeah.
Yeah.
But basically, she's like, "I have to be on the ship, or else he's gonna like think it's sketchy."
gonna be
blah blah blah. Yeah,
suspicious,
suspicious.
yeah.
If I stay behind.
Mhm.
So anyway, they separate. So
They take ships.
Odo?
They take little runabouts. They
Odo?
call them. Oh yeah, Odo. Yes.
He goes with Sisko. No. Miles O'Brien. Sorry, Miles O'Brien goes with Sisko.
Yeah, Miles O'Brien goes with Sisko.
Yeah, and
Gotta give him
then
something to do in the
Kira goes
episode.
with Tanny.
One note, because Sarah noticed this about the shuttles, aka the runabouts. Their names, they're all named after rivers, which I think is a fun little detail. It's named the Yangtze, Kiang, and the Ganges.
Oh, nice.
Which I think is it's a fun
Want the
detail.
Nile River to come up. There's got to be one.
There's got to be a Nile, right? So there's got to be something.
Earth
so.
rivers. Yeah, that was an interesting.
Will there be an
decision.
Amazon shuttle that delivers something?
Yeah, for sure. So
God.
they kind of Sisko is kind of like hidden. He's like there, and his engines are off. And basically, the Cleve ladies show up, and they do the deal with Tan, and then they fucking bone out of there. Boom.
Mm-hmm.
And
at this point, they've gotten away.
Chase.
They've gotten away.
They got away.
Like the Klingons made away with the gold breast latinum.
Yeah.
Like,
and they're really jobbing it now. Like they are selling WMDs for 13 kilograms of gold.
They're like those. They're basically like those Libyans from Back to the Future.
Yeah, essentially. That's exactly what they're doing.
So they roll up.
Fucking, they come back from the wormhole, and he's wearing fucking bulletproof armor because he got a letter.
So anyway, Sisko rolls up and he's like, "Hey, we got you. You're a fucking traitor, you bitch. Give up." And they start booking it, dude. And
he's like, "I'll blow this up. I'm gonna kill all the Bajorans."
She goes for the phaser thing.
Yeah.
And he fucking beats the shit out of her. Boom, knocks her out, dude.
It was so crazy.
That is like surprisingly violent for Star Trek as we know it.
Very violent.
Yeah,
I was shocked.
That's potentially the most violent thing we've seen in Star Trek so far. A woman getting punched squarely in the face.
Yeah.
By a dude. Like,
and so basically they're like, they call him up and he's like, "Dude, you guys should blow this up, and you guys blow a bunch of shit because the radiation's gonna spread and all this bullshit." And so what he wants to do with this bomb is blow it up so the wormhole closes. And everyone leaves. That was the thing. Yeah.
Right. He wants to make Bajor like a non-issue by getting rid of everything that everyone wants from it.
And then so they're hauling ass back to the base, and then they're heading towards the black hole, the wormhole.
Mm-hmm.
And then they were supposed to blow it up right outside the wormhole so it closes, but Kira goes fucking balls deep into the fucking wormhole, comes on the other side as they're fucking launching the fucking nuke, and it's a swing and a miss.
Yeah,
it just blows up.
Yeah,
and so they arrest Han. He's a very incompetent terrorist. Dude.
Well, what happens is because so the Cardassians, this is one of the most interesting parts of the episode. The Cardassians have decided to also come in pursuit of Tan.
That's right.
And the Cardassians go, "See, I fucking told you, Sisko. I knew this was going to happen." And Sisko goes, "Hey, actually, can we get your help?" And they team up for like a hot second.
No, wait. You're rolling over the best part. He goes, "Hey, you guys want to team up on this thing?" And he's like, "See, we told you." And he fucking just shuts him off. He just shuts him off.
He hangs up.
I'd like to take this opportunity to tell you we told you so.
Like Picard would never.
Sisko's like, "You have a closet?" He's like, "What does it have to do with hang this up?"
What I like is like Sisko's reaction to it. He's like, I don't hear it. Like,
He grimaces. He's like, I got it. I do think it is cool though that the Cardassian, when you ask them how long to intercept, the Cardassians don't like they tell him right away.
Yeah,
like
they're actually strategizing in real time.
Yeah, it's fascinating. It means they're not like just enemy. There is some politics of necessity happening here. It's really interesting.
I mean, if anything, the most hated guy is this Tan guy who's a total woman beater, and
he's the true
they do everything to make him out to be a bad guy by the end of this episode.
They really don't help the Bajoran freedom fight.
Yeah,
this
I mean,
guy
they also
he's not a good representation, I don't think.
And they had also previously framed the Konma as they're willing to also kill Bajorans to free Bajorans
or something.
Like they had just killed some members of the provisional government not long ago. So like they're crazy.
Well, he was willing to like kill thousands. Wasn't he was like willing to kill
eight
thousands
Bajoran
of
colonies.
people.
Yeah, he was
Yeah.
willing to
And so
I don't
basically they arrest him at the end, and the bombs they miss with the bomb, and they come back, and they don't hand him over to the Cardassians.
that's why he gives up, because Sisko gives him an ultimatum. He's like, either I arrest you, or the Cardassians will start torturing you again.
Yeah,
because that's how.
They're like, they'll kill you, then they'll go to work on you.
Yeah.
So
they'll ask you how many lights over and over again.
They'll put in more pain implants in your chest.
They'll offer you a succulent Chinese dinner, and they'll grab your limp penis.
And
they'll take it away. They'll take it away.
So anyway, I like this episode. It's cool. There's, I can nitpick, but like, I like how different it is. I like the new characters. Is a change of pace. These guys aren't chumps. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, Sisko's not a chump, dude. This guy fucks, dude. Like clearly he's got a son, dude.
This episode,
we don't know if he fucks.
Well,
I think Wesley's his kid, but I don't know.
Yeah.
Who knows?
Mm-hmm.
So
he theoretically fucks.
Yeah. Theoretically, he's got a clone. It's fucking Bane. So
it's weird that's the only Star Trek spoiler you know.
Well, because everyone's like, have you seen the fucking Tom Hardy audition? It's fucking amazing. Anyway, so I like the episode. I'm gonna give it a 8.5. Sorry.
Yeah, I'll give it that too.
Just so I have somewhere to go.
I think it's also an 8.5.
Right there.
I'll go with an 8.5. I'll go with everybody else. To me,
you don't have to.
What does your heart tell you? What does your heart tell you? Okay, your heart tells you that.
I feel it. I feel 8.5 in my heart. To me, the most interesting aspect of this episode was learning more about Kira's background and the Kanma, and just knowing that she was associated with this group before. But then this guy is just so violent and unhinged, it seems like, or he's characterized that way. Like, I don't really know much about what the Kanma want, other than, I guess, like a totally free Bajoran space with no federation or any. They want to be completely left alone.
Well, it's not just that. Even in the episode, Tan admits, I don't really know why I'm fighting anymore. Like, he's fighting to fight.
Yeah.
Like, he's almost lost the plot.
Well, also, like here's the thing that's so good about this episode is that, like, it's kind of like everything. It's kind of like everything, like politics, war. Now, like, too many old people are still clinging on to some old bullshit, and they're not evolving with the times. That's the problem with religion. What might be for religion in general is that there's zero room for, like, look, if you want to practice your religion and not bother me, fucking go to it, dude. But if you start saying, like, oh, well, if you start infringing on my shit because of your beliefs, then you're involving me, and that's not cool. And that's how this bullshit's working out, which is like old people that have all these stupid fucking ideas, and at the end they don't even know what they're fucking fighting for.
It feels akin to like these old people having these ideals, but then like sending the younger generations to go fight, and they don't even know what they're fighting for anymore.
Yes.
Like, why is, to me, the biggest question in my mind is, I'm just like, why was she associated with these people, and why? How does that color my opinion of
she
her?
said she's done things she is horrified by.
Well, here, I to me, it gives me hope for her. Like, here's the thing.
Okay.
I'm gonna bring it back to politics real quick. I hate when people go like, well, before look at his stance on this issue. Before he was like anti-gay marriage, and now he's. And it's like, you want your politicians to evolve and to learn.
Get better.
That's what I want. I like that he flip-flopped, because that means that he evolved, and now he knows that, oh, fuck, my thoughts were different. And that's what I love about her, that she may have been horrible.
So long as it's a permanent flip to a better position.
Yes, you're right.
Which is, you know what?
Right.
It's funny. You bring up that as a politician.
Not self-serving.
I find that interesting, because I find that this is kind of a weird pull, but I've sort of always like kept up with Mitt Romney, a former presidential nominee.
He's a good example.
And he's interesting because after a while he was kind of like, you know what? Yeah, universal healthcare is a good idea.
Yeah,
we really should do that. So universal basic income is not a bad idea. Why don't we try that? Like, and he's like slowly going, wait a minute. I think these were good ideas. Why didn't we try them? You know, and
oh well,
because
and then they die.
Yeah.
And then,
it's a classic
also,
American politician.
yeah,
right?
but-
Oh well.
to me, look, and that guy's really religious. But
Yeah.
to me, in
Mhm.
my head, and the way I see it is that he's like, oh, well, the Christian thing to do is to help people. Like, why wouldn't we help people? Even if, like you say, like, well, people are taking advantage. So what if out of
Jesus
100,
wouldn't care.
what if 30 fucking take advantage? I don't give a shit. If you're genuinely helping the other people
Mhm.
that are
Yeah.
actually need help, then it doesn't fucking matter.
And
It's a
Jesus
wash,
says
dude.
to keep turning the other cheek, right?
I'll take the
So-
loss on those people that are taking advantage
Yeah.
if it really helps people. And that's what I like about her is that she's evolved and people who are like still like really conservative fucking Bajorans, they're still stuck in their old ways, and she's kind of evolved. And she even says
Yeah.
like, that's not how we do things. That's not
Yeah.
how like our society like thrives.
she can
we're going the wrong
see
way.
the progress that the wormhole could bring to the
Yeah.
Bajoran
Yep.
state
Yeah.
and how things they could establish themselves on a more like serious note with
Yeah.
She
with
wants
everyone
things to
around.
be better. Yeah.
You know,
not just independent, but a better Bajor too.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, at the same time, I think there is a slightly less rosy interpretation available here where it's just like, well, in a realist sense, it really does make sense to keep the Federation involved for all the reasons she says.
But that's
Yeah.
also
Like,
true.
In terms of political power
Yeah.
control and things like, in terms of just normal like state moves and national power dynamics and things like, her thinking is still sound without
Yeah.
being
So-
progressive.
So here's the thing. I was talking about this with Sarah while we were watching. This, in general, has strongly reminded me of the dynamic between North and South Korea, where like a lot of South Koreans are kind of like, hey, we've been stable for a long time. Can America get out, please? And we'll handle it from here. But there is also the other argument of like, hey, if America leaves, who do you think will come knocking at a door? China. So, you know, like their presence maybe is necessary and helpful. And the tricky part is we don't fully know until you do retreat. You
Yeah,
know,
true.
so it's very tricky. Maybe like ideologically, yes, it would be good to finally get America out of Korea's, you know, territory
Bush.
and stop occupying,
Yeah.
but we don't 100% know what the consequences could be.
I mean, is there something to be said about societies that just want to be left the fuck alone?
But other societies won't leave them alone.
Yeah.
That's the problem too. It's like you can want to be left alone all you
But-
want, but if other people start
okay.
knocking at your door,
There's societies in the Amazon that want to be left alone.
Right, but then they get
there's
the
still
iPhones.
deforestation.
Yeah, they get
So-
the iPhones airdropped to them, and
No,
all of
I'm
a
not even
sudden-
talking. I'm just talking about like just people who want the deforestation. Like it
Yeah.
doesn't matter.
the Native
It-
Americans
Well,
just
I
want
do
to be
know,
left alone.
the world is too small. Maybe
You are-
in the universe.
you are reminding me of that story that came out that there was this untouched Amazon tribe, or
Mhm.
you know, and then they got the internet, and then everyone became addicted to porn.
Oh
Hell
yeah.
yeah.
I mean, that's so predictable.
It was
Yeah.
devastating. Like
It devastated their population.
Yes.
Yeah, yeah.
No, they
Yeah.
said they couldn't get people to like work or function anymore. Like
Yeah.
porn completely devastated
Yeah.
this tribe. And
Yeah.
I just thought that was so like fascinating. Like I was like, they got the, I don't know if it was more fascinating or more just like speaks to the human race and how like,
They
I
weren't
don't
ready
know.
for that much porn that fast.
No, it was
Well,
a
you
lot.
gotta
It was a
build up
lot.
your tolerance,
Have you
man.
Yeah.
heard the story of the making of a Street Fighter? How they had it literally change
Oh yeah, yeah,
countries
yeah,
because they couldn't get Van Damme and everybody, all the other actors from the out of the massage parlors.
Oh, yeah.
and then
They
Van Damme
literally
just
had to change
yeah.
like countries.
And
They
Van Damme ended
literally-
up just fucking his coworkers anyway.
Yeah.
So, you know.
Wow. Okay. Well,
I
humans.
mean, was Kylie Minogue
All right.
among them?
Yes,
Kylie Minogue.
yes,
Yeah.
Well, then there you go.
yeah.
So everyone gave a score, right?
Yep. 8.5,
Yes,
8.5.
we all gave
Okay.
8.5.
There's
Yeah.
one thing I wanted to bring up. So, did anyone notice the general affectation Garrick has as a character?
Are you gonna give us homework, dude?
No. It's not homework. It's just something I'm wondering if people like generally
Affectation.
noticed or.
I mean, he's very smiley for the most part. He's wide-eyed a lot.
Well, he's trying to
Garrick, you
imitate. He's
mean-
trying to imitate humans because he's not a human. He's a jelly.
Garrick is
No, we're not talking about Odo.
we're talking about
Garrick.
clothing
Garrick.
guy, right?
Kardashian.
Clothier. The
Fashion Kardashian.
Fashion Kardashian. Yeah.
Is he?
His outfit reminded me of Steve Urkel.
He's a little fabulous.
He sounds like an old gay.
Yeah,
You know?
an old gay. Yeah,
okay.
He does kind of sound a little bendy.
So there is a rumor. I actually don't know if it was ever fully confirmed, but there is a rumor that Garrick was just meant to be a gay character.
I think the actor at least has said as much. I think I read.
Yeah, I mean, and think about his very first scene. He approaches Bashir, eligible bachelor.
Mm-hmm.
None of the politics has started yet. He's legitimately approaching him.
Yeah.
So
And he's very glad to have made a friend while massaging his shoulders.
yeah, and
Yeah.
so
To be fair, Jeff Goldblum will massage her back, and he's straight as hell.
well, that Jeff Goldblum's a completely different beast. He's
Jeff
that's
Goldblum isn't a human being.
He does seem
No, he's nor man nor human.
Yeah.
he
but-
definitely
but-
does seem like
He's a sexual being.
part of the LGBTQ
Jeff Goldblum?
community. No, Garrick.
Oh yeah.
Well, Garrick in particular, I think there is a subtext of he's the only Cardassian remaining on the space station.
Yeah, well, because
right?
he's prosecuted for being gay.
That's sort of where I'm driving at.
Like he's an
don't tell us.
outcast?
Let's find out. Let's find out.
No, but okay, one, I can at least tell you straight, like, this is a time period where they're not going to have just said, yeah, he's a gay Cardassian. So they didn't do
This
that.
was 93.
Yeah, so they didn't do that.
Dude, they hated
But-
the gays back then.
So they just made him like the clothing designer guy.
Yeah, and
he's like he's got a
Slightly
roommate.
coded.
He's got a roommate. He's got a roommate.
He's got a roommate and he owns a clothing store. You know
But
what
I
I
think,
mean? Like,
but I think the subtext
Just like
is
my
interesting
cousin.
of Cardassia, as far as we know, is a very secular, very like you must do things this
are they
way.
secular?
Yeah.
Yeah, but aren't they all gay? Because they're like pulling down dudes' pants and like and torturing them.
Well,
going on,
dude?
that's allegedly humiliation, but I don't
Oh,
know.
okay.
I don't know.
Yeah, it's easy
How many
to say
lights?
that,
How many chicken dinners do you see here?
Chicken
How many
dinner.
succulent Chinese meals do you see?
Succulent Chinese meals. Oh
I
my
think
God.
it is worth noting at least that this is the first time we've seen any Cardassians in any sort of garb, like other than
Yeah,
like the
yeah.
military, like
this
you know,
guy
spiky armor get up,
yeah.
you know.
Like armor.
This
Yeah,
guy
all the
definitely
Rigi
has
stuff.
what are they called? Kimonos. He's got like nighttime kimonos. You know,
He's got like
that
a
he wears.
leotard. Like it's like
Yeah,
it's
no, but I'm
like
saying like privately, you I could see him wearing that.
Oh
you know?
yeah, he wears a robe around his house.
Yeah, yeah.
Type of thing. Yeah. They could see Garrick.
Yeah,
Yeah.
well, TBD.
TBD.
To be determined, to be continued.
I think I just wanted to point out he does seem to have that affect, and he's the only Cardassian left.
Yeah,
It's
but we
interesting.
can't judge, dude. There's a lot of people who, it turns out, are not. You know,
Oh well.
like John Travolta, straight as an arrow, dude. Straight as
Absolutely.
As an arrow.
yeah,
As always.
Yeah.
As a
He's-
slow motion
Yeah,
arrow
dude.
flying through the sky.
yeah, dude.
Just as straight as that.
Yeah, dude.
Good reframing. So that was past prologue. Thanks for listening, everybody.
I don't understand the fucking title for this episode.
yeah.
Though. I know that. Like what?
TBD.
Well, apparently
To be
it's supposed to
determined.
be a reference to the Shakespeare line, "The Tempest," all past as prologue. But that's why I hate it, because
got it.
it's just
I
a
don't know.
general, it's a truism now. It's like everything that's happened before is set up for what's going to happen now.
Well,
Yeah,
then
yeah.
they should have called it past is prologue, not past prologue.
That's, yeah, I agree with that. But then that's why I say this is as bad as cause and effect, because it's essentially the same thing.
It's just a fucking snobby writer, and he's like, I like Shakespeare.
well-
Oh, there's one moment I really like with the comfortable bed joke where.
Oh yeah. He's
that
like,
was
oh,
hilarious.
have you slept in a bed this comfortable?
And then
It's
she
that, like,
points to the most uncomfortable
metal
looking
slab.
bed I've
Oh,
glad
ever
you brought that up. I
seen.
forgot.
Yeah.
I was like,
Such a shitty
I was
bed.
like, is she being sarcastic? Because she said, how long has it been since you've slept on a comfortable bed, and points to the most uncomfortable looking. I don't know if you can even call it a
It looks
bed.
like an examination table,
it's
you know?
not
like,
even-
yeah.
Well, and then he's like, oh yeah, like I don't have trouble adjusting to that.
It's like, what?
That looks great. Good old
that looks
Casper.
too comfy.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Yeah, I could not. I'm like, if this is the future of beds, I don't want to be a part of it.
But
Like,
Sarah,
this is not-
you don't know where they are in their bed technology. You know, like
I don't know.
It could have gone. It could have reset at one point in the future. Like people were like sleeping on
Remember,
the floor.
these are
'cause they're back.
These are Cardassian beds.
That's true.
So Cardassians,
Oh my god,
They may
it's
be
like
behind
getting
on their bed
exam table.
technology.
It's
Yeah.
just like, I mean, I guess maybe before it was like you get to sleep on a bed of nails or something, and it's like, oh, this looks
Speaking-
way
you
more
speaking of
had to
comfortable.
sleep on a
sleeping,
bed of nails. You had no
friend,
choice.
my
Yeah.
friend, I met up with a friend this weekend, and he was saying that he had started sleeping naked because he was remembering his dreams better when he was naked.
Interesting.
Really?
Yeah, and he's like that. He tried like wearing clothes one time just to see, and he's like couldn't remember my dreams.
Does anyone sleep naked here?
No, not me.
No, I do not.
I'm too afraid to like that. There's an earthquake, and then I gotta bolt out.
You know, in California,
No comment on Dan.
that
Dan
is-
says no
that is
comment.
No, I said no.
legitimate.
I said
Oh,
I
you said
don't.
no. Oh, okay, I didn't hear you.
Well, every time there's an earthquake, I have to like do this mental math. Because one time I got yelled at. I was sitting here, and an earthquake started, and everything started shaking. And then I went, and my wife wasn't getting up, so I went, "Hey, wake up!" And I'm like, "There was an earthquake," and she's like, "There was or there is?" And I'm like, "There was," and he's like, "And you woke me up for that?"
That's
And I'm
fair.
like, oh,
That's
fuck.
fair.
Okay, fair.
That's fair. That's
and then
fair.
so every time now that there's an earthquake, there was an earthquake maybe like last week. And
Yeah.
I felt it, and because I have a lot of things hanging from the fucking
Yeah.
ceiling, so I looked. I'm like, "Oh yeah, there's an earthquake,"
Yeah.
and then I have to be like, "Is
it's fine.
this something
Is
where
it
I have to go
bad
and
enough?
do I
Yeah.
have to like wake people up, or can I just let this pass?"
It's fine.
Yeah,
I
It's
mean,
fine.
if it's bad enough, it'll wake them up, I think.
Yeah, exactly.
but
Yeah.
but
That's how bad it'll
but
be.
I can't sleep naked because of that. Because I have to
Oh,
bolt.
I don't think at that point, if you're running for your life or something, nobody cares.
You might as well
right?
run for your life in dignity, though. You know.
Yeah, yeah, Sarah.
I will say I've tried the sleeping, without clothes a couple times, and I can see where it's comfortable for people. I know a couple people that do sleep completely naked, but I feel like I do prefer clothes, but like I can see where it's more comfortable.
I've tried sleeping naked a few times. I don't get it. I personally do not.
I tried it
understand
for like an hour, and then I'm like, I got to put clothes on.
Yeah.
All I'm
gotta
thinking
put
about
clothes
is
on.
all of the skin oils and things that are seeping
Yep,
into the
yep.
blankets and comforters.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
part of it too. Yeah.
That's all I
Yeah.
can think about.
I do not
Yeah.
want my privates constantly rubbing on my bedding, you know?
Yeah,
Like,
man.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Even though
I-
they're probably the cleanest part of your body.
But I still don't like the
Yeah.
idea of it.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
I got it nice and wrapped up.
Yeah.
But it feels nice. It feels natural,
Gotta
It feels
keep the
nice.
burrito in the wrapper, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Um,
sleep in your naturally occurring bed.
Yeah. It just feels natural. It feels nice. And maybe there is something to it. Like you're in a more natural state. You remember your dreams a little bit better. I don't know. Maybe there's some
I
kind
don't
of
know. Dude.
connection.
I don't
there.
like that. I don't like that. It's unnatural to me.
It's nice.
Well,
Yeah.
on that unnatural
Tell your
note,
friend he sucks.
So, chime in and find out. I want to know what the people are doing out there.
how many
Yeah.
of you sleep naked?
yeah. And what are the pluses of sleeping naked? I assume you probably, if you live with people, you have to like lock your door in case somebody like
You don't have
walks
to
in,
lock
right?
it.
Or you
Like,
don't.
You just
Close
don't have
it.
perverts.
Or
that
you,
are
or you
gonna
leave
walk
it
in
wide
on you,
open.
dude.
Leave your door wide open.
Yeah. I guess.
Tell us what
that's
percentage
true.
of your dreams you remember.
Yeah. Also tell us like, what, are you locking your door? I never heard of that. Like, everybody that I let in my household, I trust, like, to not barge into the fucking.
Except your
Why
son.
are you locking doors?
Except your son.
Because I
You
have
don't
a
trust your
family
son.
where there is no, that there's no like they just barge into rooms.
Yeah. Well,
Marvin and I have a couple fun stories for that one, but there's
Off air,
I have
dude, off air.
I have a family that just likes to open doors,
All right.
So, but yeah,
All right. Well,
yeah.
Well, in that case, thanks everybody for listening to Past Prologue. A few announcements. We have a merch store now. You can head on over to fugitiveframes.store. Check out the t-shirts that we have there. The other thing also is wherever you are, if you could give us a rating or review. But if you're on YouTube, you could also join our channel, become a channel member. And that'll give you early access to new episodes. And those episodes will be YouTube ad-free versions of those episodes. And you also get access to our members-only Discord, where
the Discord's
honestly,
so fun.
there's a lot of activity popping in there. Right?
There's a lot, and it's like only $1.99.
It's $1.99 to join the YouTube membership. It's quite low. It's almost as low as we could make it. And if you guys,
Oh, my cat's mad.
She's like,
She didn't like that. If you guys have any questions
That
or
was cute,
comments
though.
you'd like to email to us, you can always email us at contact@newbiestartrek.com. That's contact@newbiestartrek.com. This week, our old friend Johnny has an update for us for
cool.
the scores he has been tabulating specifically for the next generation for people who are catching up only for DS9. But it'll be interesting. So Johnny says, "Greetings, commanders. It's been so long since I wrote. We had to move out of 2 offices at work, move into a
Oh my
third,
God.
and transfer to a summer schedule. Crazy town.
wow.
I
Ew.
recently got to enjoy you again while cleaning out the shed. Great hearing you all laugh
Oh.
together and trying not to laugh. True Q."
Oh, why do you have to try not to laugh? You can laugh. You can laugh with us. What?
I mostly caught up to you. Have a great week. So, would you like to know our top 5 episodes of season 5? Mild spoiler: 4 episodes.
Spoiler. It's Miles O'Brien's cousin.
There's 4 episodes. That's a 4-way tie for
Really?
4th place.
Wow.
So
Wow.
I find that fascinating. So
That means we're going to name most of the season.
Yeah.
so I'll just name the 4th place and the 4-way tie. We considered Unification Part 2, Conundrum, Ethics, and I, Borg all tied exactly
Oh boy.
for 4th place.
Wow.
Those are all pretty good ones.
Those are all pretty good.
I don't know what any of those are.
So Unification Part 2 was the Spock episode when Spock finally showed up.
Oh.
Oh, yeah.
Conundrum, I actually forget. What was Conundrum?
What was that
Uh,
one?
TNG.
Was that the
The
one with the
conundrum.
fake with the fake guy?
Oh, that was the fake guy. Yeah, they all
fake
lose their
crew member?
memory.
The fake
and
Charlie?
The fake
The
officer
fake crew
shows
member
up. Yeah, and he
who
goes,
was
"Hey, I
like,
don't know what's going
oh,
on
hey,
either."
yeah. I'm
He's all,
here.
who would drive their car into this fucking building?
Yeah, exactly. That's the one.
We should find them and spank their bottoms.
Yeah, exactly. That's
Yes,
exactly what
exactly.
happened in that episode. Ethics is the one where Worf gets his back destroyed by an empty barrel.
Oh,
Yeah.
man. He gets
that's so
baned.
good.
Yeah, he gets
That's so
baned.
good.
And Iborg is the Hugh episode, the one they save the little boy who's a robot, who's not a little boy. He's like 19.
Yeah.
Oh, the one where
The
they're
team
like,
board.
oh, he's cute. You know, like
Yeah,
we
we
should
team
be
board.
nice to him.
We shouldn't commit
that one
Borg
was-
genocide. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Where he's like, I'm a real boy. That one, right?
So
Yeah.
That's it.
third place was Power Play. So that's the one where Deanna, Data, and Miles O'Brien get what's it called? Possessed by
Venomed?
ghosts.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and they take over the ship.
Yeah.
So that was
That's
a
fun.
Yes. Okay.
second place, The Perfect Mate, the Famke Johnson episode.
Oh, yes.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's-
that.
Yeah, that's definitely a top.
Yeah. That one was
Top tier.
not just very sexy, but also a well-written episode in terms of the conflict going on there. So that was
and
pretty
overall
good.
entertaining.
And overall very
Yeah.
entertaining.
Very good.
And number 1, Cause and Effect, the one where they keep going through the time loop.
Dan's favorite.
Yeah,
named
so-
episode.
I mean, I just hate the title. The
Yeah,
title
yeah.
is generic
Yeah,
and
yeah.
awful.
It's funny
but-
that we were just talking about that.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
You know, the funniest thing though is that I remembered that title just as that's a generic episode title I hate, and I don't know which show uses it. I didn't even realize
It's
that
so
it was
generic,
the title of one of the episodes that we consider the best of TNG. That's kind of crazy.
And
Yeah, that is funny.
so bottom 5. So fifth, the worst episode we considered was Silicon Avatar. That's the one
Where crazy lady kills a crystalline entity.
and thinks Data is her son.
Yes.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
so that one was
that
pretty low.
tracks.
Fourth worst, Masterpiece Society. The one
Master
where
P?
Eugenics Society.
Eugenics Society. The one
Oh,
where they
yes.
lived in a glass dome and they were like,
Mhm.
if one of us leaves, our society's ruined. So,
Yeah.
Please
Yeah.
make them stay.
So this one, I think he mislabeled. He calls it Time Traveler for third place, but it's the one where the Jim Carrey comes back from the time
okay.
past.
When Max
A ma-
Headroom shows up.
Yeah, when Max
Oh,
Headroom
yeah,
show
yeah.
up. A matter of
Everyone
time.
was really mad at us about for not remembering.
Yes, it's Max Headroom.
Oh, yeah.
I'll admit it. I've never seen the show Max Headroom, so I didn't have
and Max Headroom, ironically, takes up very little space in my head. I don't think about him at all. So I don't know.
Yeah, I know of it, but never
Yeah.
seen it.
And that was actually a tie for second place as well. Our second worst episode was Imaginary Friend. The
yeah.
one about the imaginary friend.
That one sucks.
yeah. And then the worst one of all
Solar Baby.
is The Cost of Living, which was the Luoxana episode where she takes control of Alexander and they go to the weird clown planet. with
Yeah.
the mud.
Oh yeah, that's
That
crazy.
one
That's a
was
stinker.
total
Yeah.
bollocks.
Mhm,
So,
mhm.
and last stat, in terms of correlation, this season, apparently, Dan and I were the ones who were the most correlated. Our scores matched the most often. So,
Wow. Okay.
Interesting.
Nice.
there we go.
That's
All right.
interesting.
Thanks again, Johnny, for all that interesting
Thank you,
data.
Johnny.
It's always really interesting to see how that all compiles.
Thank you for taking the time.
Yeah. And
You don't
please,
have to, but
please
thank
feel
you.
free to laugh. Unless you're at work, I guess. Maybe that's why you weren't laughing
Are
out
you
loud.
not allowed to laugh at work?
No.
Well,
What
depending
kind of
on your
art
job.
My
is
theory
this?
is that while cleaning out his garage, there's too much asbestos, and you can't
yeah,
laugh.
he can't open his mouth.
Okay. Got it.
He's from
Okay, yeah.
Canada where they
We don't
still
want
use
that.
asbestos. So all right. Well, everybody, thank you for hanging out with us with this episode where we
Yeah.
discussed past Prologue. If you want to see more things we do, head on over to fugitiveframes.com. We have links to all the things we do, including a little page where you can go to, where you can listen to all the music that was made for this podcast, including our theme song for Deep Space Nine, La Disfida, made by Nate.
Which honestly, at this point, I'm already liking more than the real theme.
I mean,
I think so too. I love it.
I don't think the DS9 theme is that good. Actually, that's a
But
big
there's
part
so
of
many
it.
people who love it.
I honestly don't think it's very good. Personally, I think compared to TNG and even when you hear Voyagers, like I think DS9 is like the least interesting of the theme songs in my opinion. But
Mm.
I don't know. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
it's
just
like
me.
the DS9 theme is something to play while you think about DS9 and love it.
Yeah.
It's
but-
not something that on its own, is very rousing. It's like you have to know
Yeah.
DS9 to love DS9.
Yeah.
You have to have that reference in your mind. It doesn't stand alone.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah, but it's okay. We replaced that with our awesome newbie Star Trek.
yeah.
DS9
Let's turn
theme
into
song.
a fucking Sergio Leone song, Ennio Morricone song, and just fucking rock out that guitar. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? This is
Yeah.
do that.
Just replace it in your mind
The ecstasy of gold press latinum.
with
That's
Dan's,
pretty good. That's
Dan's
pretty
yipping
good.
and hollering in the song.
I want to
Love
hear
it.
that song. Someone
Yeah.
make that song and then send it to me.
Next week we discuss a man alone. That's
Okay.
the name of the
Okay.
episode. That's the name of the episode.
A man alone?
Yeah, a
Yeah.
man alone.
A Man Apart, like the Vin Diesel movie?
Yeah. It reminds me of that weird like moving company that's near us where the sign says 2 men as part of their like advertising.
I mean,
Two
sometimes that's what you
manly
need.
men.
That's precisely
I just
what you
need
need.
2 men. I need 2 men, not 5
but this,
guys.
but this
Need
moving
2 men.
company instead says
Yeah.
a man alone.
No, my all-time favorite
Man
gag
alone.
is finding a recipe for Italian wedding soup, and it says serves 1. That's my favorite thing.
That's good. That's
What the
good. That's
fuck?
good.
That's so weird.
But we're gonna watch a man alone. It's like the saddest short story in
why
the world.
I found that randomly weirdly funny? I don't know.
Baby slippers for sale, never used.
Yeah, well, actually, if you
Aw,
want the real world
that's
example of this,
sad.
that originally got me like, thinking it's so funny is I found this can of Progresso soup,
Oh,
which is clearly a single serving, and it is Italian wedding soup.
you got to buy 2 cans. If
No.
you buy just 1 can when you check out, they'll be like, "Sir, you realize you're buying wedding soup, right?"
These are like guinea pigs. You can't do this.
Yes. Oh my god. That's hilarious.
All right.
That's so
A
funny.
man alone next week. We're gonna spend time with a man alone next week.
One man next week. Just one.
All right. Goodbye.
progresso.
everybody. Goodbye.
Bye. Until
Bye.
next time.
Finito.